ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning and welcome in. It is 5 o'clock on a Friday. We got Rachel and Ryan. Made it to Friday.
We made it to Friday, February 6th.
February.
Oh boy, here we go.
Cold weekend ahead. He loves it.
I do love it. Yeah, it's cold this morning, but we're talking seriously cold this weekend.
Yeah, dangerously cold temps right there, Kate.
Yeah, not so much right now, but what's on the way this weekend, it is going to be brutal. Just when we thought it couldn't get colder, this will be our third very, very cold weekend in a row. This one's going to take the cake. Here's what it looks like right now on the radar. We've got some light snow moving in just south of Syracuse. This isn't really producing a whole lot for you, mostly flurries than anything. We're sitting at 8 degrees right now in Syracuse, 5 in Rome, 4 below in Watertown at the moment. We'll notice more of this snow picking up later on this afternoon and this evening. We're waking up to a few inches of snowfall for tomorrow, but this is new. We've been upgraded to an extreme cold warning for most of central New York, where wind chills could get as cold as 20 to 30 below zero for some spots around here. This is for Saturday and Sunday. Then we'll begin to climb out of this for a little bit for next week. So how warm does it actually get next week? Well, don't get too crazy. At least little hints here and there of at least above freezing temperatures on the way.
We're dealing with a lot of ice.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We're checking out the Cat B Skynet 9 camera out over downtown Syracuse. A cold start to our morning. It is 8 degrees outside. There's a little bit of a breeze, so it feels like 2 below this morning. Temperatures from the New York State Mesonet network. We have single digits from 81 east. It's even 1 below right now in Central Square. Teens out over the Finger Lakes. Check out our temperatures, though. For today, we're climbing up to the mid to upper 20s. Cold front comes through here shortly after midnight, and then down we go with the temperatures. We wake up tomorrow morning in the single digits, and that is where we stay. Check out our wind chill temperatures. Tomorrow morning, we are feeling like 15 to 20, even as cold as 30 below zero in some spots. That is why we have that extreme cold warning for most of central New York, pretty much for the entire weekend. And then by Sunday, we're still only in the single digits with feels like temperatures well below zero. Once we get past this weekend, things will slowly begin to rebound. We have mid-teens on Monday, and then we finally have temperatures close to normal by Wednesday, high right around that freezing mark, and that actually will come with a little bit of snow and rain for some of us. So here's what it looks like on the radar. Not much happening right now. We have just some very light flurries kind of moving in from our south. Otherwise, we're waiting until later this afternoon and this evening for our main batch of snow. How much snow are we talking for the next couple of days? Well, a widespread 1 to 4 inches of snow, 2 to 4 inches. Once you go into the hills south of Syracuse, a little bit more in that 4 to 8 inch range, and then also right along the lake shore. Because with how much ice is on Lake Ontario, it's harder for the more productive lake effect to go too far inland. And so that's why we think from us, we go to Fulton, Cato, DeSotis, you're going to be on the higher end of our scale here, about 4 to 8 inches of snow by tomorrow afternoon. The timecast is showing our snow starting to fill in here after sunset tonight. That front coming through with potential snow squalls going on here, mostly between about 10 o'clock tonight and midnight. And then those temperatures come crashing down. We wake up tomorrow morning sub-zero for a lot of you. Wind chills hovering around 20 below tomorrow morning or colder, just extremely cold. This is dangerously cold if you are outside. This is where frostbite can settle in as little as 5 to 10 minutes. So you really want to be careful, of course, your pets. I know you got, maybe if you have a big dog that likes being outside, even try to limit their time outdoors as best as you can. Of course, everyone wants to stay safe. We're waking up sub-zero Sunday morning, and temperatures not even getting above 10 degrees during the day on Sunday. Then we start to climb out of it. Very, very cold Monday morning, going back to school and work. And then we have teens to 20s to finally some 30s. Could be above freezing for the first time in almost 3 weeks by Wednesday.
Okay, right now it is 5.
Your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Well, we hit a milestone yesterday. We got out to 115.8 inches for the season. We passed last year's seasonal total, which took us all the way to April to get to. We ended up at 115.4 last year for the total, and so we've finally surpassed that, and we still have a lot more winter to go. We're going to tack on more to that. We're looking at a widespread 2 to 4 inches of snowfall for everyone here by tomorrow morning. And then where the lake affected will be more productive closer to the lake shore, like from Oswego to Fulton to Sodus, upwards of 4 to 8 inches of snowfall tonight and into tomorrow. Down we go with the temperatures. Wind chill forecast as cold as 20 below tomorrow morning. That is dangerously cold, so make sure you are limiting your time outdoors, covering up when you have to, and of course, don't forget about your pets.
Than last year. So there you go.
So there's always that debate of boneless chicken wings. Are they really chicken wings?
Yeah, I don't think they are, but
Like, are they just chicken
them.
nuggets?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, they're just tenders cut up early. Yeah.
You know, I always hear people.
You know, what do they call it, like when you shake the wings and the mix together?
Shake and bake?
Poultry in motion.
Oh my God. No.
All right, save me.
This is what we
Get
deal
me outta
with.
here.
Can you imagine being Kate
Or
and I?
poultry in motion. That's what I meant. That is not poultry. Poultry in motion.
Yeah, poultry.
You didn't even deliver it correctly.
I was winging it.
Oh.
Get me out of here. Save me.
No. Let's just let him suffer a little longer.
Oh, listen. No, the viewers don't want that. I'll keep going. I don't have any more, though.
He's
No,
here
I
all
don't.
day, folks.
I am here all day.
All day.
Let's talk about the cold
Do we have
weather. No.
Maybe if we don't talk about it, it won't come.
Yeah.
I don't think
Does it work like that?
Yeah, it's
No,
like
it
ignorance is
doesn't?
bliss.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No.
Oh, just when we thought it couldn't get colder.
Well, today, I mean, it's cold right now.
It's cold right now,
This
but
is just kind of a preview.
yeah, and actually this is nothing compared to what we have tomorrow
boy.
and Sunday, unfortunately. This afternoon actually is not going to be that bad. On the radar, we got a little bit of some light snow moving in. Most of that snow is actually going to pick up its pace tonight. Temperatures today, upper 20s. Take advantage of it because we won't have temperatures this warm again until next Tuesday because our temperatures come crashing down. Extreme cold warning for most of central New York with wind chills. Forecast to be as cold as 20 to even possibly 30 below zero at times. So very, very cold, taking us through the weekend, through Monday, and then there's a tiny little bit of relief next week.
All right, thank you, Kate.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. A live view from our Cat-V Skynet 9 camera in Oswego. Things are pretty quiet right now, but it is pretty cold out there. Sitting at 8 degrees at the Syracuse airport, and it feels like 2 below. A lot of us waking up single digits, both above and below zero. We have 10 in Westmoreland, but then 3 below in Redfield. In Oswego, we're sitting at 11 degrees, and Jordan is at 6 at the moment. Temperatures for the next 24 hours will climb it up to the mid to upper 20s today. That's still running below normal, but this is the warmest it's going to be until next Tuesday. Cold front comes through here right around midnight, and then down go the temperatures. They start crashing tomorrow morning. The snow is going to be a little heavy at times overnight as well, and then we are stuck in the single digits throughout the day tomorrow. But then you factor in the wind, very gusty winds tomorrow, and we have wind chills as cold as 20, 25, 30 below zero. That is dangerously cold temperatures. If you were outside, exposed skin for more than about 10 minutes, that's when you're at risk for frostbite. Not that much better on Sunday, too, with the wind chills in the morning. Our temperatures will slowly climb out of this. We're back into the teens on Monday, and then the 20s on Tuesday. And look at that. We have a 33 in our forecast. Finally, a temperature near normal and above freezing. We have not been above freezing. By that point, it'll be about 3 weeks. So we are well overdue. Temperatures cold enough to, of course, support some of this light snow we have moving in right now, but our steady snow moves in here later on this evening. And we're going to wake up to at least a few inches of snowfall tomorrow morning, a widespread 2 to 4 inches, and then closer to 4, 5, 6 inches in the hills south of Syracuse. But along the lake shore right here, best chance of seeing 4 to 8 inches of snowfall by tomorrow afternoon because of the lake effect. The lake effect will be more productive closer towards the lake shore. just because the air coming in, it is very dry, and when you have this much ice cover, we're sitting at about 35-ish% of ice coverage on Lake Ontario. It's harder for that to get productive too far inland. And so on our timecast, 5, 6, 7 o'clock this evening, we're dealing with snow showers starting to stick to the ground. If you have late night plans tonight, we're talking 10, 11, midnight tonight, snow squalls with our cold front. We start in the upper 20s and then down we go. Single digits, sub-zero tomorrow morning, and we are stuck there throughout the day. And you notice the snow, it's mostly hanging out from Oswego to Fulton, northern Cayuga County during the day tomorrow. Still some snow showers around Sunday, not as much, but there's still going to be a little bit of that lake response going on, but very cold. We got temperatures single digits throughout the day Sunday. A very bitterly cold Monday morning, going back to school and work. Tuesday, finally 20s, and finally 33 on Wednesday. However, that comes with chances of both a rain-snow mix going on with some lingering snow showers Thursday. In today's
YRTV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning and welcome in. It is 6 o'clock on a Friday. We got Ryan and Rachel with you. Thank you so much for joining us.
February 6th. It's always nice when we're, going into the weekend of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's funny. It always feels like the Super Bowl's going to take forever to get here because you had the 2 weeks off, but then boom.
Yeah.
Here it is. And then the start of the Olympics, too. We'll talk about that more in just a little bit.
And with how cold these temps are, it's a good weekend to stay inside and watch.
And watch some TV, yeah, because it's going to get dangerously cold a little bit later on, right, Kate?
Absolutely, yeah. This weekend especially, we have numerous alerts out for that. On the radar right now, things are pretty quiet, but our temperatures at the moment are even in the single digits. We'll get up to the mid to upper 20s today. That's not too bad. You want to take advantage of that because we won't have temperatures this warm again until next Tuesday. We have extreme cold warnings in effect for pretty much all of central New York. This is beginning overnight tonight all the way until Sunday afternoon. Advisories along the lakeshore. Wind chills as cold as 20 and 30 below zero for some spots for Saturday and Sunday. So once we get past this weekend, though, our temperatures, they start to moderate a little bit, at least getting closer to normal for this time of year. I'll show you that in the 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
We're dealing with a lot of...
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Friday morning, too. You've got the cloudy sky at 9 camera. Things are pretty quiet looking out over downtown Syracuse. A mostly cloudy start to our day, but very cold. Currently sitting at 8 degrees. Not that much of a breeze outside, but everyone is very, very frigid. Single digits, and a couple of you in the teens as we are up and at 'em. Temperatures for the next 24 hours, we're going on a bit of a roller coaster. Temperatures reaching the upper 20s later today. We stay there until about midnight. Then the Arctic front comes through here. We're looking at steady bursts of snow, some snow squalls with that overnight, and then our temperatures come crashing down. This time tomorrow morning, we're back to near 0 degrees, but it's the wind chills that are so dangerous where we have that gusty northwest wind. It's going to make our wind chills feel like 20 to 30 below zero. That's why we have the extreme cold warning in effect all the way through the weekend. Wind chills not that much better on Sunday morning. At least the wind is going to start to come down a little bit on Sunday. We're still very cold into Monday in the teens, and then we climb out of this. We'll have 20s back on Tuesday, and hey, they got a shot at getting above freezing for, at that point, it'll be the first time in about 3 weeks with a high of 33 in our forecast next Wednesday. On our radar, we've had just some light flurries kind of moving on through here, not really amounting to a whole lot. Our front is still back over here. We have plenty of snow to get through here. We are waking up to enough snow to likely shovel for a lot of you. A widespread 2 to 4 inches of snowfall waking up tomorrow morning. During the day, we'll see an additional about 4 to 8 inches of snowfall. By tomorrow evening, our lake effect is mostly concentrated from Oswego to Fulton, Cato, Sodus, Wolcott, closer to the lake shore. The air moving in, it's very cold, but it's also pretty dry. It doesn't have a ton of moisture to work with it, so it's just going off of what it can from the lake, and there's a lot of ice over the lake. Not completely frozen over, and so that's limiting our lake effect closer towards the lake shore, but you're going to notice more of this snow really picking up during the evening commute time for this evening. If you have late night plans around 10, 11 o'clock tonight, you're going to have to watch out for snow squalls moving through the area. Waking up tomorrow morning, heading out to kids' sporting practices or whatever, it's going to be very, very cold. Single digits with at least a few inches of snow on the ground. Lake effect continues along the lake shore throughout the day, and we are stuck in those single digits, and wind chills. Very, very cold, dangerously cold if you were outside, not covered up and out there for too long. Monday morning, very cold, heading back out to school and work. Monday during the day, highs in the teens, 20s on Tuesday. Like I mentioned, 33 on Wednesday. That's normal for this time of the year. Could even come with a little bit of rain mixing in. It's been a minute since we've had that.
Yeah.
And then a little cooler, but not too bad on Thursday.
Okay. Let's get to our question.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
We hit a milestone yesterday. We surpassed last year's seasonal total, which was 115.4 inches. And it took us all the way till mid-April to get to that point. Here we are, not even 1 week into February, and we surpassed last year's at 115.8 inches and counting. This time last year, we had 66 inches, so we still had a lot more to go. And we got a lot more to go here with our winter season, including the next 24 hours. We have at least 2 to 4 inches of snow for a lot of us, starting tonight through Saturday. During the day Saturday, we'll continue to tack on more right along the lake shore. We even have winter weather advisories in those spots. Could see as much as 4 to 8 inches of snowfall by the end of the day on Saturday because of that lake effect. So that weekend planner, cold, cold, cold. Single digits, but then you factor in that wind. Oh my goodness, it's going to feel like 10 to 15, 20 below at times all the way through Monday morning, and then we'll slowly climb out of it mid next week.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, I got a hot cup of coffee. Yeah, you want to walk your hands? Here you go.
Hold on.
We're talking about the Super. We'll eat nearly 1.5 billion chicken wings this Sunday. That's about 10 million more than we did last year.
Yum.
Yeah.
They're just so messy. That's like my thing with them. That's why I like the boneless better.
Yeah.
You know?
I just don't like they call them boneless wings.
Because it's just a chicken nugget or a chicken tender.
Yeah,
like
like chicken tenders, like, yeah, cut up. I mean, they are delicious, and I agree. They're easier to eat. Quick dunk, done. Are you a chicken wing fan? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like spicy. I like just plain barbecue.
Okay.
I'm not a spicy. I like the tiniest little bit, like my mouth's on
today
fire.
would have been a good day for props.
It would have been.
We should have thought about that next time, next year.
Well, you might want the spicy wings to heat you up this weekend.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, jalapeno, please.
I mean, it's cold this morning. This is what we have right now is nothing compared to what we're dealing with tomorrow morning.
It's 12 degrees in Portland. That's nothing.
I know. That is nothing. Oh my gosh, especially for Portland. Oh boy. So yeah, it's 8 degrees in Syracuse. We're going to be wishing it were 8 by this time tomorrow morning. On the radar, a little bit of light snow. Just more flurries than anything. We'll see that snow kind of picking up a little bit more, though, this evening. Overnight through tomorrow are cloudy. Temperatures in the upper 20s. Last time we'll see that until next week. Extreme cold warning going into effect overnight all the way through the weekend. Wind chills could get as cold as 10, 15, even 20 and 30 below zero in some spots this weekend.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, very good. Friday morning, the Cat B Skynet night camera out over downtown Syracuse. Starting to see that brighter sky. We have sunrise coming up in about a half hour. We have 8 degrees right now. Not that much of a wind, but it is very, very cold outside. A lot of us are in the single digits, 5 below in Woodgate, 3 right now in Central Square. And we are only going to get colder from this point on. After tonight, temperatures topping off in the mid to upper 20s this afternoon. Snow showers are developing. More widespread snow. We have some flurries this morning, but we're going to notice it kind of picking up its pace here after sunset tonight. The Arctic front coming through here right around midnight. Some snow squalls with that, and then down we go. Temperatures, they begin to crash out tomorrow morning. only in the single digits, closer to 0 throughout the day. That's the air temperature. Then you throw in the wind. This is what's making things pretty dangerous. And when you have feels like temperatures this cold, you can get frostbite in as little as 5 to 10 minutes on any exposed skin. So that's why we have our warnings. You really need to be careful being out and about at all this weekend. Temperatures still very cold. This is, again, wind chills for Sunday morning. Still as cold as 10 to 20 below 0. Still going to keep it cold through Monday morning. During the day, Monday, we're back into the teens, and then we start to go back up. We have more seasonable temperatures right around that freezing mark, maybe even a little bit above by Wednesday. On the radar, we've had occasional flurries. Otherwise, just been mostly cloudy. We notice more snow showers off to our west. We have our next round of some of these steadier snow showers. That's getting in here this afternoon, this evening. And a lot of us are going to have to shovel at least a few inches of snowfall tomorrow, upwards of 2 to 4 inches. But where you go, where we actually do have winter weather advisories near the lake shore, we could see as much as 4 to 8 inches of snowfall or more in some spots. So just a heads up on that is for Friday night into Saturday afternoon. Timecast is showing our snow building in from the west. We'll see more of this filling in here by sunset tonight. Here's that front right there. We got temperatures in the upper 20s. If you have late night plans, you want to be careful getting caught in those snow squalls. Tomorrow morning, the snowflakes, they're flying around. It's a little steadier, closer towards the lake shore, but it is very, very cold. We are stuck near 0 degrees throughout the day tomorrow. Same deal into Sunday. We drop well below 0 for air temperatures. Wind chills about 15 to 20 below Sunday morning. And then during the day, it is a struggle to get above 5 degrees, but we eventually get there by the end of the day. Sub-zero again Monday morning as we are heading back off to school and work. For school, it's the last week before that February break. Temperatures, they begin to get a little bit more normal. 33, woohoo, I've never thought I'd be so excited to see a 33 in my life. At that point, I think it's going to be like 3 weeks since we've been above freezing.
Oh my God.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
We all could use a little thaw, no doubt. Let's answer a question. Temps.
Absolutely. It's very cold already this morning, but it's only going to get colder this weekend. We have snow showers starting to move in out over western New York. We'll see more of that happening this afternoon and evening. Mostly cloudy, cold start to our day. It is 8 degrees, but it feels like 2 below. We have our extreme cold warnings going into effect later on tonight. We are keeping it cloudy, highs in the upper 20s, but we're also going to be dealing with a few inches of snowfall. More so closer towards the lake shore you go. Could see as much as 4 to 8 inches of snow by tomorrow afternoon. High single digits, wind chills 20 to 30 below 0 at times this weekend.
Oh boy. All right. Well, it's hug your honey weather. That's for sure. Take care, folks. See you back here at noon.